of you that have joined with my channel Wannam, and a very big thank you to all of you who just click on that video to check out what's going on. So welcome to Wannam. My name is Surya. What I will be definitely talking in this particular channel is not focused into one particular topic, but it will definitely cover a range of areas as we go on, as we move on. So to start the things off with something that has been bothering in my mind, but firstly I must admit a few things actually. I don't have a script prepared for this video, so what I'm trying to do is openly talk with you guys, openly express my ideas, talk the heart out if you may, and express my ideas and feelings and my take on different things, on the different topics that actually are being discussed in the society right now, and some topics might have been discussed in past times, and some might not have been discussed yet, but altogether what I want to do is definitely speak about something that might interest you guys, and that might definitely interest you guys from a deep within. Yeah, so as the very first topic, what I want to discuss is the mentality of the YouTube viewers, not only in Sri Lanka but also in the whole wide world, which is a very huge number, as you may already know. And the mentality as in what I want to discuss is not the mentality that they have been brought up to from the content creators of YouTube, but the mentality that actually lies within them, which is very matured than what we openly see in the society right now. So when it comes to YouTube content creators, you already know that even if you go to the trending pages and check it out, you will see the first one or two, the first two trending, first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on and so forth. The most trending content in YouTube, especially in Sri Lanka, the most trending content in YouTube is actually most of the time those are trailer dramas, and apart from that it will be some viral comedy content that actually has something to do with certain aspects of sexuality. So the most common thing that we see in the current YouTube content that actually goes viral, that actually reaches millions and millions of views, is definitely, it actually has a content of sexuality from its side, it actually has a content of comedy from its side, and it has a content of it actually has a content of a message that is given to the society, but it is always wrapped around something arousing, something turning on, something sexual, something basically something that has to do with the girl's body part or something like that. But those videos actually tend to get more viewers than what we see right now. What actually matters, than the content that actually has a meaning, and the content that actually has some message to be given to the viewers. But even though that's the story of Sri Lankan trending content, I have seen the trending content of some other countries. I'm not going to specify the countries here, but there are, in most of other countries, the trending content in YouTube is actually not what is exactly trending in Sri Lanka. It's not the comedy series, it's not the Vine videos, it's not the basically it also has a touch of what has been coming trending in Sri Lanka. It, it actually has a few Vine videos, a few videos that actually show some sexuality in it, uh, so on and so forth. But most of them actually has something to learn, something to explore, something to be interested about. For example, I if I'm trying my best to not mention the names of the channels, but there was this one channel that was done by one of these people in Europe. I'll say that that person actually restores a 30-year-old vehicle throughout 9 parts of videos. So from the point where he finds the vehicle at a barnyard at some place, he rescues that vehicle, put it up on his trailer, bring it to his place, the garage, uh, put it down, he takes out all the pieces, he cleans it, he finds all the missing pieces, he restores it, paints it, all the mechanical stuff, all the electronic stuff, the seating, everything. And at the end of that series, he tries to resell the car. He tries to resell the car and make some profit. Obviously what they are doing. But that content actually had millions and millions and millions of views. Why? Because it has something to give back to the audience. It has a message that gives to the audience. It is something that makes the audience want to see, wants to click on the video, wants to view the video, and actually stay through that 20 or 30 minutes time period per video throughout to see what's coming next, to see what he's doing, to see what are the missing parts. So the audience actually grows with the content creator who actually restores the car, and they make an emotional connection with them. The viewers make an emotional connection with the creator, where by the end of the video series of that restoration of that particular car, and by the end of that content creator who actually restored the car resells the car, the viewers will also have the happiness. They will also feel the happiness, and they will also feel the success that the content creator actually feels by himself, that is being distributed among all the viewers. So that is just one example of a content that I saw that actually has something to give back, something to show to the audience. Similarly, there are millions and millions of content in YouTube that actually has a meaning, that actually has more viewers, but unfortunately, none of them are Sri Lankan. But mind you, I'm not trying to kind of speak to only the viewers of Sri Lanka, but as the whole world. I believe this message that I'm trying to give will actually benefit every one of you. So basically, the point that I need to emphasize on that is okay. So how do I say this? The basic point that I want to emphasize on that is that there are people who actually has that mentality. There are people who actually wants to explore. There are people who actually wants to research. There are people who actually wants to see what's going on in the world and see new things, and see other people trying out new things, and see experiments being done, see the new findings, the innovations that they do. All of those areas that I just mentioned are in YouTube as content. There are millions and millions of content creators all over the world who actually do content like that. That means there is a set of people all over the world who actually has a likeness towards it, has an interest towards it, and wants to watch those videos and learn something, get something back. But in countries like Sri Lanka, I'm not directly blaming the content creators of the Sri Lankan YouTube industry, but actually a portion of them has to be blamed, but yeah, that's up to you to decide. But the mentality of the Sri Lankan people is also up to that standard. What I'm saying is also up to the standard of the global viewers. They also like to see new things, they also like to explore, they also like to learn new things, they also like to see innovative content. But all the content that has been created are wrapped around, as I mentioned earlier, are wrapped around something unimportant, something sexual, something. Most of the time, it's a clickbait. So you have there's kind of a belief in the content creation industry there where you say you actually have to have a viral headline, viral tagline for the video to have more views. I don't personally believe that. I don't personally believe that. Please don't mind all the messages. I don't even personally believe that because people. I don't personally believe that because the people actually have to have. What has happened to the people of Sri Lanka is not that they don't get the content. Even if they get the content, they show a tendency to go towards what other people are doing. So if one person who actually has a need to satisfy one of their feelings towards a girl or in that area, but in that area basically we'll show it off publicly and we'll click on that video, we'll view that video, and by seeing that someone else might think, okay, this might be something good because someone has viewed it, so I'm going to view it. Similarly, the next person, so on and so forth, millions and millions of people will be viewing it. Automatically, it will definitely be trending. But deep down inside, they actually have a feeling, they actually have a need to learn new things, see new stuff. They actually would like to see content being created that actually has a very good meaning, very, very good message to the society, very good take on that. But because that top level viewers of YouTube who actually lives in YouTube, has a more tendency of viewing videos of that particular genre, if I may, drags the other viewers who actually follows them. Hence, the other content creators will see that and they will see, alright, the viewers actually wants this. If you give this thing, then this viewer will, then the number of viewers will be increased, then my video will go viral. That's the sort of brought up it's more like a made up mentality, not a brought up but made up mentality of the human kind. So what you need to understand is creating content that actually has a message, that actually is very important to look into, that actually has something new, that actually has an educational purpose in a way, that actually gives something back to the people who actually views it, rather than just them having a few minutes of laugh or a few minutes of good laugh with some comedy. If you can give them some serious content and speak to the core person inside you, because when you take every human, there's a comedy part of you, there's a serious part of you, there's a romantic part of you, there's an educated part of you, there's a innovative part of you, and all of these will be connected to that particular core of the human, the core level of the human. And if you can address that core level of the human, and if you can wake that core level up, then the this mentality, what you call the mentality, will expand, will grow, will go for new boundaries, will look for new things. So if you can, the content creators, I'm asking from the content creators actually this particular thing, if you can create something, if you can create some content that actually speaks to the core human inside you, and wake them up, and because when it comes to humans actually, they would like to follow other people, they would like to go with the trend. That's the human nature. So if they are going with the trend, then they would have to have an then for them to go towards that content that actually speaks to their core, they will have to have some followers as well. So if we can actually, as content creators, if we can uh, make a few people swim upside and look for that content, then the Sri Lankan content industry, the Sri Lankan content creation industry in YouTube will also be very matured, will be very improved, and actually will have a wider set of audience than the audience that we already have in Sri Lanka, where you can actually go global. There are a few content creators who actually have tried something like that, but they also have a touch of comedy, they also have a sort of touch of romance inside it. That's because as far as I understand, that's because they want to give something for the viewers that they ask for, that the viewers ask for. But what I'm trying to express is, it's not that always viewers has to ask, it's what always you have to give, and then the viewers will know that there's something like this also, or else they don't know that there's something like that. So they keep asking the same thing that they have been asking for the past several years. But if you stand up and if you show them that there's something else, rather than just hanging on to those viral content that actually goes viral these days, you can definitely speak to the core human. You can definitely wake up a few people, and you can definitely make few people's lives better, and you can definitely make a few people change their mindset, how they look at the society, how they look at things, and maybe a few people will definitely make their life a success from that. Because expression of ideas is very important. Expression of talking about your views is very important, because humans actually has to, even though 100% of the time that we say, even you have to be independent, you have to be financially independent, that's true, you have to be independent in your own way, that you can build up a life of your own, that's true. But still, all times from the birth up to the death, you will have to have some other people around you for you to grow. You will have to have the help of other people for you to come to some certain stage. You will have to have an environment, ecosystem around you that supports you, that brings you up, and or puts you down, for that matter. So basically what I wanted to discuss in this very first video is the level of mentality of the Sri Lankan people, not just the Sri Lankan people, the global YouTube viewers as a whole, but the core idea that I wanted to put out here is that it's not what viewers ask for, but it's what you should give as the right content, and then the viewers will definitely understand there's a content like that. And maybe in the near future there will be some content which actually goes viral, or goes to a huge number of viewers, millions and millions of viewers, not just in Sri Lanka but also outside of Sri Lanka, which actually has a very good message, or new findings, new innovations, a series of videos that actually has For example, something like I explained earlier, the restoration of a car, something like that, for example. So it's not the mentality is wrong. It's not that the Sri Lankan mentality is at a very cheap state. No, I don't believe that. But the mentality of the people needs to be awakened, or else they will go with the trend. So it's up for the content creators to actually create content that actually gives something back and wakes up the co-human and bring them up to a stage where they are very mature. I don't know if I can use that word, mature, and which actually speaks to the co-human, and that will definitely create a whole another level of YouTube content in Sri Lanka, and it will open up doors to the globe as well. So that's the main thing that I wanted to discuss in this very first video. I hope that you got the message that I wanted to give out. I hope that you understood what I'm trying to imply here, what I'm trying to put out there. And mind you, I'm not making this video to go viral, or I'm not making this video to please don't mind the sounds that are coming from outside. I don't have a studio kind of a thing. This is my work from home area. So basically so I'm not expecting this to go viral, to be honest, but I'm expecting at least a few people to watch this and understand what I'm trying to say here, and hopefully in the near future I will join with you with another video talking about something else, some other topic, definitely. And let's hope for a better YouTube content in Sri Lanka, better YouTube content to be created in Sri Lanka, and the YouTube industry in Sri Lanka to be open up to the globe, and it's to have millions and millions of viewers from and outside of Sri Lanka. So with that, I'll be signing off for today, and in the near future I'll be joining with you with another video talking about something else, something different, which I'm not going to give you a hint about, even though I have a plan. So see you soon, and take care, stay safe.